Hello everybody, what is going on? It is TJ in the morning here, bringing you another Hytale video. Today we are going to go over the different kinds of armor you can currently get in the game, as well as the mithril armor, which is currently unobtainable. Going to go through what they need to make them, as well as sort of what they do. What they do is listed on the armor. And then at the end I'll tell... Excuse me. They're all made in the Armour's workbench. You've got tier 1, 2, and 3. Unlike the other one, these do not change styles. But yeah. You know what? I'm gonna go incredible. Stop yelling at me. You got copper, iron, thorium, cobalt, adamantite, and then mithril. Mithril, again, currently unobtainable in the game because you cannot get storm leather. Storm leather will be coming in a future update in the storm zone, but as of right now, the only way to obtain it is through the creative mode. So going through each piece, you've got copper armor, which requires altogether 31 copper ingots and 10 plant fiber. And you're looking at each piece is a little different, but you know, we're just going to go off of the chest plate here. You're looking at a 6% projectile resistance and 6% physical. Then you've got your iron armor, which needs 45 iron ingots, 20 light leather, and 14 linen scraps. Light leather you can get from rats, sheep, pigs, chickens, and the big rabbit, the jackalope. I think it's called a bunny. And then linen you can get from any humanoid mobs, undead, goblins, and tauroks. Each only drop 1 at this stage. I think I've had a few instances where I've dropped a couple, so this might have been updated since that wiki article was last put in. Then you start to get into your other armors, which next we'll go over thorium. Thorium adds poison resistance to its entire set. Thorium requires 55 thorium ingots, 20 medium leather, which drops from mooses, meese? We're going with meese. Wolves, lions, hyenas, and sand lizards. 20 linen scraps altogether, and then 10 venom sacks. Venom drops from spiders and snakes. So best bet is to go into the swamp, fight some snakes, or go underground, fight some spiders. If you have arachnophobia mode turned on, the spiders do turn into crabs, which is kind of nice. But yeah, you get poison resistance and plus 12% projectile and physical resistance. Got your cobalt armor, which provides the same benefit as the same defensive benefit as thorium minus the poison, but increases your signature attack. Now your signature attack is your Q, your special attack. For that one you need 62 cobalt ingots, 20 heavy leather, which comes from grizzly bears, moss horns, crocodiles, polar bears, and the ember wolf, and I'll have them up on the screen soon. And then 20 shadow weave scraps. They drop from outlanders, so the humanoid mobs, you can find them scattered around one of the biomes, and your best bet to get them is to raid their village. Next you've got adamantite, which does 14% physical and projectile and increases your light attack damage, so really good if you're running like a very fast attack weapon like daggers or something, because you're just going to be whacking more damage with that. They require 77 adamantite ingots, 24 heavy leather, and 20 cindercloth scraps. Cindercloth scraps you can get from the volcanic layer, from incandescent skeleton fighters and the skeleton mages. I do suggest for this area getting a shield just to block a few attacks while you're trying to climb over everything. And then you got mithril, which is plus 14. This stage, I assume that's going to have a really cool buff to it once it actually comes into the game. But at this stage, it's actually worse than the adamantite armor. This will probably change down the line as well, along with everything that you need. As you go up in tiers, things slowly get harder. But I'm going to whip on the copper, and then I'll whip on the adamantite as well. Give you a good idea on how defensive it is. So come here, you big bastard. Did a little chunk. There you go. I thought you would be doing a lot more damage, to be honest. So he got to his special. He did, say, about a third. We'll just take the 3 attacks again. Oh, never mind. There we go. He spat on me a bit sooner than I would have liked, but you get the idea. Another thing which did come out in one of the more recent updates as well is... Leave me alone. You can hide your armor. Now this, I believe, can be changed in server settings if you are running a server, but if you don't want to show your helmet, you can hide the helmet. You can hide the chest piece, and you can do it with all of them if you would like to. Sure, does add a bit of ability in the way you customize your character. I would like for there to be a whole different section, say here, that adds item visibility, or like a transmog system would be nice, but obviously the game is early days, so you might see that later on. Yeah, anyway, thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, join the Discord so you know when I go live. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye.